Welcome back to the Keith Bryant Show, and I'm here from Jake from Tagarno, and we're going to talk about the US launch of their new digital microscope. So that's the intro, sir. Tell us about it.
Thank you. It's good to be here. Yeah, so we're really excited. We're launching we call the T50 at this meeting in the United States. It's our new 4K 60 frames per second digital microscope system. It has a magnification range that's very large, from 2.6 all the way up to around, we think, 63x. And as far as we're aware, it's the first truly 4K 60 frames per second full sensor digital microscope using the new SONY Block camera that's on the market. So really exciting to be here.
Okay, what does full sensor mean?
So we actually use the full sensor, and the full sensor reads out at full frame at 4K digital resolution at 60 frames per second. It also has a little bit larger optics than our traditional microscope, so there's also an increase in optical resolution there too. So it's just a really sharp image, about the best that Tagarno has provided yet. So it's really good.
And with the industry making things continually smaller and smaller and smaller, the faults get ridiculously small, and you need to have something really good to be able to see them.
Exactly, and to document too, because one of the things also that happens when you're doing a lot of like inspection, first article inspection, or even just kind of sanity checks after an AOI, is you want a very high quality system that's fast, that you can just move around, move wherever you need it, and see what it is that you need to see. So that's why that 60 frames per second and high resolution is really important. And then that's just the first layer, because now that it's a fully digital image, we can manipulate it. So we can add work instructions to it, we maybe can artwork, you can have a bill of materials to work from. Instead of an operator needing to do different things, it all takes care of that for them.
So effectively, if you wanted to look at something like a small component and you're checking whether it's counterfeit, you could have like a golden image to put beside it, and the operator can just do that simple comparison.
Exactly, yep. They could do a golden image. They could even use what we have as an image comparison, where it would strobe between the golden sample and the question sample. I mean, the beautiful thing with a digital system is the world's kind of your oyster for it.
Yeah. And what about capturing the images? So you've got like, data control for history and all of these things.
Yeah, so image capture is built into the microscope, as is actually what's really important is autofocus, because the idea is like a blurry image doesn't do anybody any good. So the microscope actually does all the focus work for you, the aperture control, all of that, and image capture is part of it. We also output signal uniquely again via USB 3 with generic camera drivers. So what's exciting about that is pretty much any laptop, any computer, any software program, whether it be an ERP, an AI training program, can just use that video feed without a software development kit. So that makes it just documentation for any program very easy with our system.
Okay. What about integration into things like CFX and management information systems?
That generic camera driver. It's that generic camera driver, it's plug and play. So a great point with our systems is we have engineers using it on Teams calls across the world. We can do it 60 frames per second, pictures worth 1,000 words, a video's worth 1,000,000, but having a direct call where you can show defects in real time, it's all that generic driver. So working within those systems if they can pull images from a webcam, they can pull images from our system.
Yeah, it sounds like a really interesting piece of kit, and we're at the third day of the show, so I guess my final question is, how are the people that have come to the show that have seen it, what do they think?
It's awesome, yeah. So that, I don't know, it's I wear glasses, right? So when you walk up to the booth and you can see that image, for me, it's like going between when I didn't have glasses to when I had glasses. I could actually see all the details on the trees. It's kind of like that with this 4K high-resolution system. And we've been seeing that with our prototype at this show. So I just hope we can make enough of them.
Yeah, that sounds like that's going to be maybe your biggest problem. So thank you for coming in and sharing with us.
Thank you for having us. Thank you so much.
And I hope the rest of the show goes well for you.
I do too. Thank you.